Hey, my name is Javaughn. This is Asia, and this is Conscious Connection, where we keep the line of communication open. And today, on a special topic, we will be discussing, in this world, who has it harder, women or men? Now, as a gentleman, I'm going to let the lady speak first.
Oh, really? As a gentleman, right before we discussed this, he told me that I was going to lose.
First of all, speaking to your mic. Speaking to your mic.
Oh, sorry. I was told I was going to lose this conversation. Seems more like a debate.
Okay, fine. So start off the debate, man.
It's not a debate. It's a conversation. I agree with you.
You agree with me? What? I didn't even have a stance.
Okay, what's your stance?
My stance, well, my stance is hidden because I don't know where you can go with it. What's your stance
How
first?
is it just hidden? Just say
what's your
think.
stance first?
I agree with whatever you said.
Stop the cap.
Really?
Whatever your stance is, I agree.
Okay, I agree that men do have a heart in the world.
Okay, that's the end of this podcast.
You see how petty she is?
Have a good day, folks.
So that's your honest opinion.
Immediately now. I feel like men make everything harder than what it has to be.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, whoa.
Let's be real. I say this all too often.
Mm.
You make your life harder.
I make my life hard?
Men in general, but you especially, bro. Like, you make
Dang.
your life much harder than it ever has to be.
Dag.
But I feel like, I don't think it's a matter of harder. Because I feel like if you look at it from the different perspectives, you'll see that it is very hard for both parties. I hate that.
All right. So hear me out, right? I feel like women, don't get me wrong, women do have it hard. But I feel like y'all get to be nurtured. Y'all. My thing is, first of all, the world love women. Women love women and men love women. Like, I feel like women are the
bear.
most... Huh?
I'll take the bear.
You take what?
I'll take the bear.
The bear?
I'll take the bear.
What bear?
And that goes to show, you are hidden under a rock, Patrick Starr.
Oh my God.
I will take the bear.
Okay. Hear me out, right? Because my thing is, I feel like women are loved. Check this out. She's right. Listen, right now, if we was literally talking about the other day, if you was to post a picture and was just like, listen, I'm on my fitness journey, so many women will comment under your post and be like, oh my goodness, yes, listen, tell me the routine. I love your outfit. Where'd you get? You will get so much support. You even get support from men, as in just like, okay, I see you, ma. Be like, hey, big head.
Is that support? Or is that shooting a shot?
Shooting a shot, whatever it is. My thing
It's
is
not support if they shooting a shot.
But my thing is, you're loved by women and men. Men aren't even liked by other men.
That's because y'all suck.
My point exactly. But my
So
thing
you
is,
agree that men suck?
huh?
You agree that men suck?
Well, other men suck. I'm pretty okay. But what I'm trying to say is basically women are loved and literally valued and cherished, while men are put on the back burner. My thing is, you're supposed to work, not complain about nothing, get home, don't complain about anything else, and that's your life. Your life is hard work.
Let me ask you a
Men's
question.
work, what?
Let me ask you a question. Did you know
Here it goes.
that at a point in time in history in Asia, I'm not sure if this is the case today still, I might need to do some research. Did you know that in Asia, if a woman bore a child that was a girl, they were to get rid of her?
What?
You tell me, since it's so hard being a man.
No, I already know why. Because Asian community realized that men, they feel that men would basically come back and take care of it more. But did you know that with the same statistics, the daughter more than likely took care of the grandparents?
Men were valued higher because they labored more. Men are known for labor, correct?
That is true.
All around the world, men were known for being a laborer, women were known for being the gatherer. That's just been that's been the roles from the beginning of history. That's why the girls were getting rid of, because they didn't have as much value as the boys did.
And how long did that last? Because it doesn't go down now.
Okay, we're not going to talk in speculation. We're going to get factual evidence.
Okay.
Sure, but that's just a reference.
Mm-hmm.
But I 100% don't agree with you. Women are not nurtured in this society. If anything, we're most hated, which is why there's so many feminist groups, which is why they're constantly fighting for rights, where men don't even have to fight for it. It's automatically just given to them.
Do you understand? Women control culture. Women, there's no way. I will prove to you right now. Do you know why grills are so
Grills?
Grills? You know grills like on your teeth.
You're trying to say grills.
Oh my goodness, grills, right? Do you know why grills are so popular down south?
Please enlighten me.
Because the women down south like the grills, right? Now my thing is, if women didn't like grills, men wouldn't wear grills, right? My thing is, women control the aspects of socially, economically, everything's controlled by women. I kid you not, most men get expensive car for women. My thing is, it's probably like 20% for men and 80% for women. Did that math check out?
That's a special kind of stupid.
Let the cans do this.
Anywho,
The cans do everything for the
Asia, I promise you, women control everything socially, economically. If women like it, men like it. And if men like it, they buy it. And if they buy it, companies profit from it, so they cater towards women rather than men.
Show me where you get your statistics from.
The world.
Oh, so none of this is factual. This is just personal opinion. That's what I'm understanding from this.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question. Who shot more?
Ooh. I was about to talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
That was it. I don't agree with anything you're saying right now.
Any of it?
And maybe the part where men do buy stuff to impress women.
Okay. Immediately, you have to agree with at least some of what I'm saying, because I promise you, majority of what goes... I can hear your popcorn. That's crazy.
What?
Anywho, as I was saying, women control most of the economic world. And it's literally because they buy stuff. Women shop for other women. My thing is, there's been times you have outfits and makeup and you just like, it means more to you when a woman compliments you than a man.
That doesn't mean I'm shopping for her.
But my thing is...
It means I'm shopping for myself, but it also means that I'd appreciate a compliment from a woman more because I know it's coming from a more genuine place compared to a man. There have been times, though, where I was complimented by a man and it was a specific compliment. And that's how I know in some cases that it is a genuine compliment. Like I told you, one guy loved my nails. Absolutely loved them. As soon as he saw them, immediately, I love your nails. They are so cool.
Okay.
Thank you. One guy saw a dress I was wearing. I love that dress. That dress is beautiful. Thank you. Half the time when a man compliments me, he's complimenting me in a way where he is looking at me. Not looking at me as a regular person, but looking at me as like, ooh, I want that.
But that doesn't really establish that women have it harder. Because my thing is...
Oh, what?
That doesn't establish women have it harder.
What do you say? What do you say?
I said that doesn't establish that women have it harder.
When men compliment us in a way.
But my thing is, you get complimented by men and women.
Okay, so let's discuss catcalling.
Discuss
Because those are compliments too, right?
Huh?
Catcalling.
Catcalling?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, mama, get your nose.
Have you ever gotten catcalled by a man?
Yes, actually.
How did that make you feel? Don't lie. Be honest. Because I see the lie forming right on the wrinkles of his forehead.
Well, I mean, I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like, oh gosh, let me cover up. It didn't make me feel terrible. It was kind of weird because that's not something I'm.
So it's not normal for you. You didn't feel unsafe. Because really, look at you. You're a big guy. You can protect yourself.
Okay.
Look at me.
Yeah, but
if
thing
I
is,
walk down the street at this hour by myself, what's the likelihood of something happening to me compared to you?
Okay, agreed. My thing is, it's not safe, but my thing is, feeling not safe doesn't mean that you have it harder.
Feeling not safe makes it harder to live because now you have to find different ways to create safety for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
which is much harder than being able to just walk down the street comfortably knowing that you could take on someone if anything does happen.
So let me ask you a question, right? I guarantee you can ask any man, would you trade feeling safe all the time for someone caring about what you think? Does that make sense?
No, say it again.
Okay. Would you trade feeling safe all the time for people caring about what you think, how you feel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, men would trade that, exactly.
You can trade that
No,
because you can handle yourself.
Hmm?
You can trade that because you can handle yourself.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If I had the choice to not being able to handle myself, but people care about what I thought, I would trade that. And you know what I'll do? I'll do what 90% of women do: carry pepper spray.
And how far does that get you?
What do you mean? How far does that get you?
How far does that get you?
Do you not feel safe with pepper spray?
Not all the time, no.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Okay, that'll deter him. And then what?
And then
The danger is not 100% out of the way.
What do you mean?
That can slow him down. Some people mentally have prepared to be pepper sprays.
I never yielded. And as you can see, I am not dead.
Some people have done that.
People mentally prepared to be pepper
Not
spray?
mentally, but have physically prepared to be pepper spray. You think about people in the army and cops. They have to prepare to be pepper spray. What if some guy is like an ex-cop?
Have you seen cops get pepper spray? They still can't handle it. Matter of fact, one of the criterias of being, I think, certified is that you have to be pepper spray so you know what it feels like to be pepper sprayed. Mm-hmm. And most of them just like, oh, okay, that's what it feels like. Not doing that. Like, pepper spray is no joke. Wait, which one's illegal? Is it pepper spray or is it what's the other one?
I can't remember.
It's, oh gosh, it's pepper spray and it's mace. Mace. Oh my goodness, mace.
I've always wanted to mace somebody.
Which one's illegal?
I think it's mace.
Mace is illegal?
Yeah.
What makes mace illegal? Does it make people go blind?
I don't know. Maybe it's just like a much stronger
I think it's
form of
lethal.
assault. Tasing is also illegal too.
Tasing's
I
legal?
wanted a taser.
Why do cops have tasers?
Why do they have guns?
Facts. Facts. Never mind.
We want to ask the real questions in the room.
Never
Let's
mind.
ask the real questions in the room.
Anywho, my thing is, I honestly do feel that men have it a little bit harder because, well, you know what?
Tell me all the
I can't
reasons you
even
feel like
huh?
men have it. Tell me all the reasons you feel like men have it harder, because I really do need to hear it.
Honestly, okay. Well, think about it, right? June, the month June is Men's Mental Health Month, right? But I feel like women have like activist group. You have women empowerment. You have all of these women fighting for women to be heard. But my thing is, no one's ignoring you. My thing is, you have every platform everywhere. My thing is, you open Instagram, it's always some type of women movement. My thing is, you've never really heard of any man movement. My thing is, hold on a second. My thing is, right? You have at my job, right? Women have hundreds of opportunities, right? When women have, okay, listen, we're gonna make women supervisors, we're gonna make women superintendents, we're gonna do all this for women, right? And my thing is, there's nothing really for men. It's just like, all right, cool. Listen, y'all can go the regular way.
So men can become supervisors?
No,
or
they can. But my thing is, if there's a choice, they're gonna go with a woman.
How do you know that 100%?
Because that's literally what the women program says. It says if you apply for this, we're gonna make sure you jump in front of all of these men.
It makes me wonder why.
That's not
Since
fair.
it's a heavily male-dominated field that you're in. Since it's a heavily dominated male field that you're in.
Yeah, but again, how is that fair? I feel like it should be more. Listen, right? I feel like it shouldn't be discriminative, but it should be whoever fits the position better. Not, okay, because you're a woman, you go in front of everybody.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
Yeah, my thing is
but you've also met the men in your field.
Huh?
You've also met the men in your field. I wouldn't trust any woman in there either. Okay.
I
Okay.
have. You're right.
Okay.
But my thing is, I just feel like women have spaces and voices everywhere, and it's just like men. If men gets a space, it's an ick.
What?
It's an ick. Oh, ooh, you want to talk about your emotions? Ooh, that's an ick. That's an ick for
I
me.
feel like men just create all these problems for themselves to make themselves victims. Let's be real.
Way out of pocket.
Wow.
Women create these spaces because women have always had to advocate for themselves. We've never had anybody else advocating for us. And that's the issue. You want to know how women got their rights? Because women asked for them. We fought for them. They worked for them. Men are so used to things just happening for them. They're thinking, all right, this movement's going to happen. It's just going to happen. They don't have to do anything. I will have no problem advocating for men's mental health. I think we've talked about this before. I encourage men to talk about their feelings. I encourage men to get help.
But I'm not talking about you individually. I'm
saying it starts with one person, doesn't it?
One person does not move a mountain.
It starts with one person. Let's say there's a guy thinking about jumping off the bridge, right?
Okay.
Right on the ledge. Let's say there's one person who is concerned for a man's mental health, who actually cares. They go up to him and stop him from doing it. He's grateful, forever grateful. And you know what? He says, you know what? I'm going to advocate for men's mental health. It took one person to stop that man from killing himself and potentially helping him see, you know what? This is a bigger issue because I didn't receive help anywhere else but from this one person.
So I have a question. So you feel that men have this space to be emotional? And no. I'm not talking about individually, because I already know you're good with men's mental health. I'm talking about in general, in the world. You think men have the space to be emotional?
I think not everywhere.
Well, let's just talk about socially.
You said in the world, though.
Yes, so socially. So I'm talking about like
that's why I said not everywhere.
So where
I feel like let's focus on where we are in America. I feel like men do have the space and opportunity in most places to have someone who cares about their mental health.
In America?
In America.
Asia. You feel like men have the space to be emotional in America?
Absolutely.
Not listening.
I feel like a lot of men choose not to be emotionally because of how they were brought up. But you have to remember it's a generational thing. And it's also a part of a race thing. So you can't speak for the mass majority because everybody's raised differently. That's why I can't say, everywhere there is someone advocating for men's mental health. I can't say that because there are different cultures that believe in it and that don't believe in it.
Well, let's just be honest. Most ethnic people have been raised the same way, right? Mm-hmm. And most ethnic people, Spanish, blacks, Indians, Asians, they all been raised in a sense of men-wise, right? In a sense, men-wise.
Men-wise what?
As in like how boys was raised into men, right? Mm-hmm. They was always raised in the same way where it's just like, as soon as you start crying as a boy, what are you doing? You're not supposed to cry immediately, right? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, now that's passed on. Now we're in a generation where, all right, cool, listen, it's okay to have emotions, this and that. And that's what they say, but no one creates a space for them to feel that way. Because at the same time, listen to me. At the same time, nobody's about to say something. Listen, at the same time, women can be as emotional as they want. Listen. I've dealt with this. I felt that this different depression. Everyone's just like, oh, listen. When you get a man, let him listen to you, let him understand this and that, all this other stuff. But women are just like, ooh.
You can't speak for the general public as far as women go. You can't speak for them because you don't know. You haven't spoken to other women about mental health. But
my thing is, it's everywhere.
But you haven't spoken to other women about men's mental health.
But see, my thing is, that's what I'm trying to say. Men aren't cared about socially. Because my thing is, everywhere you see is a space for, oh, listen, this woman is dealing with this. Listen, I've dealt with this, post-traumatic stress disorder. Oh, what's the other one? Well, when she's pregnant and afterwards she is
postpartum.
Postpartum. You have all of these effects, and you have women talking about this. Hey, listen, this is how I felt, and women all come together and do this and do that, and it creates this whole space of supporting each other while men are.
I know what you're about to say. My
What?
question is, whose job is it to create that safe space for men?
But you have to understand, when men try to create that safe space, you have to, again, back to my point, women run everything. And let me explain. Women run everything. So immediately when men create that space, you have groups of women just like, that's not attractive. That's
Bro,
not
where
attractive.
do you see? Where are the statistics here? Where are the statistics?
Just go on Instagram. Go anywhere.
I'm not going on social media for a fact.
But my thing is, if we're talking about socially, Instagram and TikTok are the social facts. Are they not?
No.
What do you mean no?
Social media is so filled with propaganda and nonsense, and people act differently online than they actually
Okay,
are.
so let me ask you a question, right? Socially, right? Because socially, you're not talking about hard numbers. You're talking about socially, right?
I'm also talking about experiences.
But hold on, let me finish, right? Socially speaking, in the Kendrick and Drake beef, who won?
Obviously, Kendrick.
Okay, there's no hard numbers on that. There's no hard numbers on that. But socially, you know that because of the way Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter is portraying it. Everyone immediately, Drake lost. And my thing is, but there's no hard numbers on that. There's no hard numbers saying that Kendrick outsold Drake. There is. But
I more so feel like it's subjective, too. It's personal, because to other people, they could feel, oh, Drake won that.
yes, but you said it
Not
without
about
any
statistics.
hesitation.
It's about, huh?
You said Kendrick without any hesitation.
Yeah, because I listened to both, and quite frankly, Kendrick ate him up. Drake couldn't. He could never.
Women literally control society, so they control whether men get a safe space or not. That I feel like that's just a fact.
So now you're putting it on women.
My thing is, society's on women. Women can literally control what's popular, what's not, what do men buy, what men don't buy. Women control majority of everything.
Crap. I don't believe that.
Why?
Because I just don't. You can't put it all on one gender, because now you're just blaming women for the fact that y'all don't have a safe space when you are very well and capable of creating that safe space for yourself. No one's stopping y'all. Y'all just don't want to do it. Y'all stop yourselves. That's why I started this off by saying. That's why I started this off by saying, y'all make things so much harder for yourselves than it actually has to be. Just do it.
Men have done it.
Tell me when.
Huh?
Tell me when.
You're not gonna like my answer.
Go ahead.
You're not gonna like my answer.
Just say it.
Andrew Tate.
Bro, that's not a safe space for mental health. That man is a narcissistic, selfish idiot. And he's entitled. He views himself he's just entitled. Like, we're not even going to get into that. So X that out the conversation.
We're not going to get into that, but my thing is,
he did not create a safe space for men. If anything, he created a space where men can show them true selves and bash women.
But my thing is, he doesn't bash women. Majority of what he's saying is basically
is disrespectful towards women.
Have you heard?
And a lot of men don't even agree with Andrew Tate.
Haram!
If you're pro mental health, if you're pro men's mental health, then focus on that. Why does everything in that podcast have to, feed, not everything, but a lot of stuff in that podcast features around his wealth and what he can do because he's wealthy? That has nothing to do with mental health. You want to focus on mental health, create a safe space strictly for mental health.
But my thing is, most of the stuff that he talks about surrounds around wealth is because with men, we're looked as the provider, are we not? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, if we're looked at the provider, we only hold value to women if we provide something for them.
No, y'all don't.
You don't think
you're
women...
going based off of society standards, and you're not actively finding out from women themselves what they want from men. Y'all are creating up all these things in your heads, and you're not actively talking to women of this day.
You don't think
there's a certain kind of woman that will go strictly after money. Do I agree with that? Not in all cases. Some cases I'll be like, all right, sis, like, you got to do what you got to do, and he's trash anyway.
Okay.
But in most cases, women want men who are emotionally available, who's physically, mentally, and emotionally put together, and financially, they want to know that he's stable.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think women would rather have 110% emotionally intelligent man who understands feelings perfectly, but with no job?
Why can't she have both?
He can have
Why?
both, but
But a
hold
lot
on.
of women are not gonna go for a man with no job. Why? Because he can't even sustain himself, let alone him and someone else. That's ridiculous. I can't trust a man that can't even take care of himself.
So my thing is, so you prefer a man that's a provider?
I prefer a man who actually has a job.
Okay,
He
so
doesn't have to be a provider, but he has to have something going for himself.
okay, so a man who's not 110, 100% emotionally intelligent, but he works at McDonald's.
He got to have some ambitions. Me personally, I'm not doing that. But there will be a woman who loves that man. If she genuinely loves him, it's not going to matter what he does for work as long as he's doing something.
Well, I feel like that's your opinion. You know, you heard our opinion. This is Conscious Connection, and maybe we'll just hear yours. Till next time.
We argued off camera, by the way.
Oh, my goodness.
Just so if
you
y'all
see
see a
this,
skip.
don't stop. Don't stop.